Hello. Hi. Today I would like to explain why I use three different sets of camera. The first one is the Lumix G9, and I use two different lenses on this one. I use the 100-400, it's 200-800 normally, and why I prefer use the J9 for that, because it's a powerful, very powerful camera, working almost the same way than the Sony A9 for a fraction of the price, and instead of having a lens huge like this, you have a smaller lens. I have only two lenses for this camera. I have this one and the 140, like this. I'm completely covered, and this one is very small and very convenient to go in vacation, because I have 28 to 280. When I go on a boat, or when I go in a zoo, of course I use this one. Okay, after that, to travel, I very like still Lumix, my small JX9, almost the same than the JX8 I had before. This one, why I like it? Because you can see it's very small. I have 12-30 as a regular lens, a kit lens. It's not the kit lens who comes with this camera. I bought it separatively, and because on this color, that's why I have this color, you can see that the mount is metal. On the black one, it's plastic. You have rare lens like this, black but with metal. This one, I have a very light bag when I want to go in vacation, and I have almost no zoom I have only this zoom. I like the small Olympus, very light too. This one is macro 30 millimeters. I use, after, three amazing lenses I really love it. It's the 3 Sigma Art lens. You have a 19, you have a 30, and you have a 60. The 60 is fantastic for portrait, and I can put everything in my pocket. The weight is absolutely nothing. And this I use when it's a good light, and until 6, 7, 8 p.m. because after I don't like the results. When I have to use, I want the best quality. I use the A7 III, and I have, if I want to take only this one, I take the 24-40. It's exactly the opposite of the G9. The G9 is very good when you want a 200-800. This one is exactly the opposite. Why? because if you want a very powerful and nice zoom, you can have the 1635, and normally I use this camera with a 1635. Like this, I'm covered for almost all the type of pictures because it's very rare that I use more than 35. To make it simple, the Sony, I use it because it's not too big, from 16 to 85 millimeters. This one, I use it between 28, because 24, sorry, to 800. Like this, the weight, the form factor is reasonable. When it's very low light, because this one is open at 4, I use another small Sony. It's all these lenses are 1.8, the 50 millimeters. I'm not so picky, then I don't want to spend $1,000 for the size 55. Then I bought this one because I use it not a lot, and only on the corner you will see no difference in the center of the picture. And I use also a very convenient lens. It's the size 35 millimeter 1.2.8. This one is very convenient. That's what I use the most. Also, I have a very special lens. It's the Laowa. The Laowa is very good because it's a very wide lens, because it's 15 millimeters. But the good thing, it's 50 millimeters, but macro. Then you can go like this and take a picture like this. Then the result is fantastic, because you have this ball and everything you can see. It's not like a macro normal, regular macro. You can see the ball and nothing else. Here you have the ball, and in the middle of the environment, I don't know how to say it. Okay, what else? What I like also is the 85. It's a lot bigger, this one, than the Sony, but it costs nothing, $200. It's a manual lens, but I use this one to do portraits. Normally, when I do portraits, the people don't move. Then I have the time to use peaking to have a very good result. And this lens, I can tell you, is not sharp as the Sony. But the Sony, for portrait, for me, sometimes is too sharp. If you take picture of kids, no problem. You can have all the... if it's an old woman, it's not the same story. Then I prefer use this one, a little bit smooth. Smoother? Smooth. Okay. This is my 50 macro. Then this one is the same than the one I use on the Lumix, but this one is a 50 instead of 60, it's almost the same, and this one is very, very sharp. Then when I want to do portrait very sharp, I use this one. What else can I show you? I can show you one of my best lens. It's the 28 f2. This one is almost the same as the size, almost the same time, the same size, but this one is a little bit faster because this one is 2, this one is 2.8, but this one is more sharp, is sharper than this one, but this one and 2.8 is really fantastic. Then when I use for any reason I have to have the fastest speed, I take this one, I put 2.8 and I don't touch anymore my aperture. Okay, what I have, but I have to tell you, this, it's impossible with all this inside to use it in vacation because it's too heavy. I still have the kit lens, the 2870. I sold my 2470 from size because I didn't use it. I used the 1635, and if I need a lens like this, I can use 2870. But I have a lot, like you can see, prime, then I really don't need another very expensive lens. Okay, what I can tell you, it's important to know that in correct light, the Lumix G9 or JX9 with the 14140 give me better results than the Sony with the 24 240. This one, I cannot say it's a very sharp lens. It's convenient, but if you want convenient lens for almost the same price, you can buy the small Sony RX 100 Mark 6, yes, and you will have almost the same price than this lens, and you have a very little camera on your pocket, in your pocket. This lens, I'm not sure I will keep it. Okay, I hope I explain you everything correctly, and I hope you will enjoy my video. I will not speak about my other lens because this one is yes, I already spoke from this one, 85, but I also have the 2.8 from Rokinon, 14 millimeters, but this one is today almost exactly the same as this one, and more than that, the zoom. You see my size zoom 1635 is almost the same size as this one. This one I will not keep it, but this one I will keep it because you do very, very interesting picture because you have wide angle macro 1:1. Okay, see you soon.